All right, let's see what we got. So a few weeks back, DJI, a company that's known for their drones, they sent me a package in the mail. And what they sent me was the fairly new DJI OSMO. Got that in the mail. As you can imagine, I was pretty stoked about it. So right off the back, opened up the box, had to scope it out. I was pretty impressed by the design of it. Nice, hard, solid case. Good for travel. Open it up. As you can see, it's strapped in there. Pretty cool. One of the first things you notice is this little arm. This is where your phone goes so that you can see what your unit, your Osmo, is looking at. You're gonna wanna unlock 3 points of this so that it opens it up. There's the first one, the head unit, and then the arm, and then the other arm. So you have to unlock all those 3 in order to get it going before you start it up. But there's another lock point right here that you got to be careful when you use it, because if you unlock it, it basically takes the camera unit head right off. Now this apparently can be used to attach to the DJI Inspire 1 drone unit. And DJI also has a couple other versions of this camera. This one is just the standard one. Now when you're using it, you're gonna wanna make sure that's nicely locked in there, or else it might fall off. You don't want that. So once you update your app and sync your camera to DJI registration, turn it on. As you can see right away, it syncs up, balances out. It looks pretty good, nice, solid. It's got a few joystick movements right here. Yeah. And so there's a trigger right here, a few buttons. If you hit the trigger twice, it basically takes it right down the center, makes it straight, right in front. If you hit it 3 times, 2 times for the front, 3 times for the back. Now if you hold the trigger, it focuses the camera straight at whatever you're focused at, which is really cool. If you don't have the trigger, then it can rotate to the side, slow movements. And all these controls can be changed in the app itself. You can control the speed of the adjustments. Now one thing that's really interesting is when you have this on, there's a fan on here, so I wouldn't recommend too much using the audio from the unit itself, but they offer a mic attachment somewhere on here. Where is that? Right there. So you can plug in a mic and get it going that way. It's probably better because the fan, you can kind of hear the audio coming out from it. And it does come with a free SD card. Yep, right there. And when you're using the phone on here, you can make all kinds of adjustments manually. You can touch the screen, tilts the camera. So the first time I took this camera out just for a little walkabout with a friend of mine, I can notice that it was smooth, but there's some points moving around where the horizon kind of tilted off to the side, a little messed up a little bit. So I had to figure out how to readjust it, which was a little concerned about that. It shoots 4K video, which is the standard these days. It's not only just for video, but it does all kinds of, has photo options. You can take high quality resolution photos as well as HDR type photos. You can do time lapses, panoramas, which is pretty cool. But after my first time messing around with it, I was a little concerned about it. There seemed to be a couple things off. Then I realized I didn't update the firmware. So before you use it, you're gonna want to update the firmware. You can do that off the DJI website. I believe you can do it through the app. You just gotta kind of look into it, and definitely improves it. So after doing the firmware updates, I wanted to test it out some more. Took it out a few places. Wanted to go running on some rocks just to test the unit stability. So I took it skating with a friend of mine, had to hit up this local hill. Now the battery lasts about 30 to 50 minutes if you're lucky, depending if you're using it with a phone. So I gotta test that out a little bit. It's not too long, but it's reasonable. Probably gonna need to get an extra battery or two. So I wanted to take it out on a real test. A little travel situation. We kind of island hopped from Oahu to Maui. Test out its portability and long-term use out in the field for a few days. This unit has been pretty fun experimenting with, but definitely takes some time and practice to learn everything to its fullest functionability. You gotta learn how to walk with it, run with it. Once you get the movements down, it becomes pretty smooth. Yeah, definitely gonna need some practice with it, and I have a lot of plans in store for this thing. Nice action ready camera.